The cul-de-sac was quiet. Lawns were meticulously manicured, each blade of grass standing at attention. Houses stood tall and proud, their facades gleaming in the sunlight. It was the picture of suburban bliss, a postcard-perfect scene. Alex and Lisa lived at number 12, a charming house with a welcoming front porch. They had it all: a beautiful home, successful careers, and two adorable kids who filled their lives with joy. They were the envy of the neighborhood, the family everyone aspired to be. They hosted the best barbecues where laughter and the smell of grilled food filled the air. They were the perfect family, or so it seemed to the outside world. Behind closed doors, however, a different story was brewing, one of secrets and silent struggles. Alex, a successful lawyer, had a roving eye that often wandered. He thrived on attention, on the thrill of the chase, always seeking something more. He had always been able to rationalize his actions, convincing himself they were harmless. He believed he deserved certain indulgences, small escapes from his daily life. He was a good provider after all. He loved his family deeply. Didn't that count for something? Didn't his role as a provider justify his actions? Lisa, a talented interior designer, was the heart and soul of their home. She poured her heart and soul into her family, ensuring everything was perfect. She was the glue that held them together. She trusted Alex completely, never doubting his loyalty. She believed in their love, in the bond they had built over the years. But lately, something felt off. There was a distance in Alex's eyes, a coldness that sent chills down her spine. There was a distance in Alex's eyes, a coldness that sent chills down her spine. She couldn't shake the feeling that something was terribly wrong. It started subtly, almost imperceptibly. A missed phone call here, a text message left unanswered. A late night at the office there. Alex became increasingly distant. His work consumed him, or so he said. The excuses piled up. Lisa felt a knot of unease growing in her stomach, a feeling she couldn't quite shake. She brushed it off at first, convincing herself she was being paranoid. After all, their life seemed perfect on the surface, but the signs were hard to ignore. They were everywhere. The scent of unfamiliar perfume lingered on his clothes, a scent she didn't recognize. The lipstick stain on his collar spoke volumes, louder than any words could. Lisa's intuition screamed at her. Something was undeniably wrong. She couldn't shake the feeling that Alex was keeping secrets. Secrets that were slowly unraveling their life. Secrets that threatened to shatter their perfect life, the life they had built together. One night, while Alex was in the shower, his phone buzzed on the bedside table, breaking the silence. Lisa, her heart pounding in her chest, couldn't resist the urge to look. Her hands trembled as she picked up the phone. The message was short, sweet, and utterly damning. It was from Megan, and it left no room for doubt. And it was clear that she and Alex were more than just colleagues. They were entangled in a web of deceit. Lisa felt a surge of anger, hurt, and betrayal wash over her. The world tilted on its axis. The man she loved, the man she had built a life with, had betrayed her in the worst possible way. But Lisa was a woman of action. She wouldn't be a victim. She spent the next few weeks gathering evidence. She hired a private investigator. She scoured credit card statements. She pieced together the timeline of Alex's betrayal. The more she uncovered, the sicker she felt. Their entire life together felt like a lie. Lisa rehearsed the confrontation in her head, the words she would use, the tone she would take. She wouldn't let Alex see how much he had hurt her. She would be strong. She would be in control. The air crackled with tension as Lisa confronted Alex. His face drained of color as she laid out the evidence of his affair. Denials died on his lips. He knew he had been caught. He tried to explain. He tried to justify his actions, but his words rang hollow. The damage was done.
How could you?
It didn't mean anything. It was a mistake.
Lisa laughed, a humorless, brittle sound.
A mistake? Was our entire marriage a mistake, Alex?
Alex reached for her, but she stepped back, putting distance between them.
Just don't.
The consequences of Alex's betrayal were swift and brutal. Their perfect life unraveled. Their families were torn apart. The whispers started in the cul-de-sac, then spread like wildfire. The perfect family at number 12 was a sham. Alex's world came crashing down. His reputation, built on years of hard work and carefully crafted lies, was in tatters. His law firm, fearing a scandal, forced him out. His colleagues, once envious of his success, now whispered behind his back he was a pariah. Lisa, heartbroken but resolute, filed for divorce. She deserved better. She deserved honesty, respect, and fidelity. things Alex had proven incapable of giving her. The divorce was messy, a protracted battle fought in courtrooms and through lawyers, but through it all, Lisa held her head high. She focused on her children, her rock, her reason for being. They were hurting too, but they were strong, resilient. They would get through this together. The house on the cul-de-sac, once a symbol of their love and happiness, became a constant reminder of Alex's betrayal. Lisa made the difficult decision to sell. It was time for a fresh start, a new beginning. Lisa found a charming little house on the outskirts of town. It wasn't much, but it was theirs. She poured her heart and soul into making it a home, a safe haven for her and her children. She focused on her career, her talent blossoming without the weight of Alex's deceit. Life wasn't easy as a single mother, but Lisa was determined to make it work. She rediscovered her strength, her resilience. She learned to love and trust again, cautiously, tentatively. The betrayal changed them all, in ways they never imagined. Alex, consumed by regret and shame, became a shadow of his former self. He could no longer recognize the man he once was. He had learned the hard way that actions have consequences, and those consequences can be devastating. Betrayal, once committed, can never be fully erased. It lingers, haunting the memories of those involved. It leaves an indelible mark, a constant reminder of the trust that was broken, a scar that never truly heals. Lisa, though initially devastated, emerged from the ashes stronger, more independent. She rebuilt herself piece by piece. She had stared into the abyss and come out the other side, more resilient than ever. She had faced her fears and found her voice, a voice that had been silenced for too long. She had learned that even in the darkest of times there is always hope, a glimmer of light that guides the way, always the promise of a new dawn, a chance to start anew. The cul-de-sac remained a symbol of a life that was no more, a reminder of what was lost. A stark reminder that even in the most perfect of settings, darkness can lurk beneath the surface, waiting to strike. And that sometimes the greatest betrayals come from those we trust the most, shattering our faith in humanity.